I'm getting concerned because this is like escalating now, right? First, it started off with you used to come to my stream. We would go back and forth in debates. I would best you at all those debates. You would get angry, fine, you would leave, but then you would come back with evidence about my life. So now you're stalking me. And then I've blocked you from my stream and you're creating accounts to come into my stream. So now this is like reeking of desperation, right? And mind you, I'm still ignoring him. I don't talk to him. If I go to streams and I see him, people you know, would tell me, "Oh, you should say stuff back to him." And I'm like, I really don't think he is mentally altogether there because this can't be normal behavior that he don't mean anything to me. This is somebody that I met. I meet so many people on the app. So it didn't dawn on me that this could be like a situation. And I like to watch a lot of like crime investigation shows and stuff. And it always starts like this, doesn't it? He was fine. He was just like a regular guy on the app. Then next thing you know, they're showing up at your house and there's like, you know, a pot of boiling water on your stove and a horse head in it or something. It's crazy. So anyways, I'm beginning to like become concerned now, So I'm like, I'm really keeping far away from. So I start avoiding the streams he goes into because I don't even want to see him. That still didn't work because just this week I heard from 3 different people. They were in 3 different streams and this dude is still talking about me. Like at this point now he's obsessed with me, right? Because I have signed this guy off since like the last time I think I had any sort of interaction with him was January, because in January he created this drama between me and that's another thing. He created this drama between me and the show host on the YouTube channel. And I can get into that. That could be something separate. If anybody wants to know, let me know in the comments and I can make a video about what that was. And it does, and I understand why the show owner felt some type of way towards me, because the way it was expressed to him from Chill was like I was trying to set him up. I was trying to use him for content, which that wasn't the case, right? So when all that happened and went down, the show owner got mad at me because they thought that I was like playing them, which I wasn't. So I wrote him a very nice goodbye text on Instagram. I said to him, "Thank you so much for having me on your show. It's not what you think it is. I don't have any beef with you or your wife, but it is what it is. You're going to believe Chill, and I'm just going to keep it pushing, So I exited myself off of that show. Chill's going around telling people I was fired from the show. First of all, it wasn't a paid show. I wasn't getting paid, so I can't get fired. And then 2, that wasn't how it went down. I have the text messages to prove that I reached out to the show owner and said, I'm leaving, right? There, that's that. That happened in January. So since January, I haven't really thought about Chill or the show owner or the show because I'm streaming on many different platforms and I'm doing a lot of streams. So it's interesting to me that I stay on this guy's mind. Like he's thinking about me. He's obsessing about me. Every time people go into streams, he's talking about me, right? And then it hit yesterday. Yesterday, I was woken up by a friend who told me, call him ASAP. I hate when I get, messages like that as soon as I wake up. But I did. And, it was Mercury retrograde and everything. I was like, this is interesting. And he said, you're not going to believe this, but Chill has gone too far. And I said, what happened? He said, he is saying to everybody he called ICE on you. Now, at first I thought it was a joke because I'm a US citizen. I'm legally here. So it's like, I'm like, no, that can't be real. Like, I didn't comprehend the complexity of this because that's like, how are you going to call ICE on a legalized citizen? And then I realized, it quickly dawned on me that this is a hate crime because he has nothing to go off of my legal status besides my skin color. So at this time, I don't know. I'm assuming it's a hate crime. I'm assuming I've now been a target of racism, which is so weird to me because as long as I've lived in this country, which is over 30 years, I have been the subject of hate crimes maybe twice in my life, right? This would be the third. So I was kind of like, this is not real. So I know a stream that he goes into all the time. It's my friend's stream. So I went into that stream and I hit the record button, and that's the video that you guys see on my social media. I asked him 3 times, "Did you call ICE on me?" Because I wanted to give him a chance to be like, "No, Uma, even though I don't mess with you, I'm not gonna do that. That's corny, whatever." No, he did not. He said 3 times, "Not only did I call ICE on you 3 times," he said, "I'm glad I did. And I hope that they come get you. I hope that they deport you. I hope they take everything away from you." As you guys can see, you're watching my video and you can see the video is shaking. The video is shaking because I'm holding the video in my hand and my hand is shaking. And my hand is shaking because I don't think in my entire 47 years of existence that I have ever been the target of such hate. And that is something that I have to sit with. That is something I have to deal with because he means nothing to me. He's just a guy on an app, like so many guys and women on the apps, that he's insignificant to me. Will I ever meet him? No. Will I ever know him? No. So he's nothing to me. But he is so riled up by me, my words, my life, what I have, what I don't have. He is so riled up by it that he wants to wish harm on me in the worst possible way, right? Because let's be clear, we're polarized now in America. We are polarized because of everything that's going on. There's a lot of fear running. There's a lot of, things happening. And you're going to try to involve me in that mess. That's insane. That's insane. So that's why I am doing whatever I can to protect myself, right? Of course, I clearly reported him to the MeetMe app. They're in the process of their investigation. I have submitted the video that is on my social media site about what he said blatantly with his mouth. And the reason why that video is so important is because it shows that he didn't say, "I reported Uma to ICE because I doubt her legal citizenship." He's saying, "I reported her to ICE because I don't like her." And that's insane to me. So that's where I'm at with it. I want people to know that, yeah, I'm shaking. I'm not shaking because I'm intimidated. I'm shaking because to know in this world there are people filled with so much hate that they just wish for your downfall. For what? Because I bested you in a debate? Because I wasn't threatened by your money? Because he likes to say he has a lot of money and, because I wasn't, upset by your remarks, right? Because he tells people that, "Oh, I'm old and washed up and my man is only with me for money." But then he also tells people, "Well, she doesn't have any money. She's broke." So I don't even know which story to believe, but whatever stories you make up about me, it will never affect me because I know who I am. So if I know who I am, how do you think you who don't know who I am, you've never met me in person, we've never had a conversation off any of these apps, you can form whatever delusional opinions you want about me, but you could never know me because I know me. And everything you say about me is incorrect. So this is where we're at. He's now taken to spreading rumors about me. Well, he's been spreading rumors about me the whole time, but now he's trying to spread rumors to incite people. So for instance, we were in a stream where it was predominantly Black people. So then he said to the people in there, "Oh, she's racist, right? She doesn't like Black people and she doesn't like Black women in particular." Now that's an insult because my children are Black. My partner is Black. My friends, my best friends are Black. So that's an insult to all the Black people in my life because now you're making it look like I don't care about these people, which I absolutely do. Last segment, part 3 coming.